50 doubles. I poke a face in this bitch, I think I'm up to something. Nigga, keep your head down, I'm doing body rounds. I'm addicted to sounds of how your lady mumbles.
And welcome back to Water Break. I am your host, Renee, and I'm here with
Kavi.
Kavi. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Renee.
Yeah.
How are you?
Last time we saw each other, we were at her graduation party, and it was really wholesome. Like, I really appreciate the family gathering.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know they really appreciate just seeing, I'm guessing that they seen that I had a community behind me here. Definitely warmed my mom's heart that you guys showed up and stuff. So I appreciate y'all coming out. Definitely you.
I had a couple questions just regarding your family support. As an artist, do you think what kind of steps did you take in regards to showing them that this is kind of the career path that you're choosing for yourself?
Oh yeah, that was not it was not always easy, I should say, for my dad to accept my career choice. Doing acting was my original first love, so I started that when I was 8, but I would say that I was always a unique child. I would always be doing skits and plays with my friends and throwing on shows or just be doing wacky stuff around my family. So my mom actually saw that I was interested in doing acting or theater or something along those lines within the industry, and she was the one that actually pushed me
To do
acting and to do poetry, to do music, any venture that I saw myself seeing that she was like, yeah, go ahead, do it.
So how did that transition to your hip hop influence and R&B? So where'd you grab that from?
That came from, well, my sister also did engineering for music.
Audio engineering?
Audio engineering. She did that for a little bit before she did real estate, which she currently does now. But she was a big influence because she did manage, I'm originally from Maryland, which is the DMV area near DC, an hour away.
Maryland?
So Merlin. My little accent. But yeah, she was the one that actually pushed me to do, I was very inspired by her because she pushed me to just venture out into different avenues, and then when my mom saw that I kind of doing poetry and stuff like that, she was like, well, why don't you turn it into music? Because at this point I had stopped doing acting. I had to take a break because I got sick. So she was like,
was being sick an excuse, or more just you weren't inspired and motivated to pursue that anymore?
No, sick was sick was I actually physically got sick.
Oh, okay.
At 12, which is why I took a break from acting.
Mm-hmm.
It was just mentally and physically draining.
Yeah.
So I just really couldn't find anything to focus on. I started to read Maya Angelou, Edgar Allan Poe, some of those poets, and I started writing my own poetry. My mom was always just put yourself out there. She was just always like that. So she was just you should start going to these poetry slams and stuff in DC and stuff like that. So I went to those. On one of them, I ended up finding my engineer through a guy that I did a poem on his song. So yeah. That's
he was kind of the gateway to the music thing. He was kind of
the gateway into the music avenue. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. As for influences, once you finally got into the music thing, who did you kind of look up to in regards to that?
Around that time, I was big into Smino.
Wale.
Wale, yes, he's
Logic?
He's from Maryland. I love Logic too. I know people sometimes.
I don't understand the Logic hate. He was sick as hell.
I don't get it.
The Young Sinatra tapes. Oh
my god,
fire!
Them joints are so good.
I also appreciate that he didn't allow himself to be boxed into just one genre. He actually had the courage to kind of step out, even if it didn't work sometimes.
Right.
He still got at it.
Right, and I think that's what we need to remember as artists too. That we're all growing, learning, but I think I posted a story on my story actually on Instagram, because he was talking about just as artists we make music for ourselves just as much as we make it for people. So it's just I like that Logic didn't conform to one's sound, but also that he was just able to freely just like, yeah, I may receive backlash or hate, but it's like at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me too. So I feel like that's the mentality he has.
Because how many times do you want him to rap about the same thing, right? Like,
Right. We hear it enough.
Yeah.
We hear it enough.
like these are obviously like phases within like his life, and then also you taking from him as an artist, like you're eventually just gonna transition in kind of the same way as like your growth and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because I can see like the avenues that you take too regarding like the stuff that you currently have out right now regarding Run, High Society, and then we have Dirty Dan. Like those are like three like different types of sounding songs, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that kind of like what you want to go for?
That's exactly what I want to go for.
Just-
Even like the notion I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But I was about to say just even like the notion of like having the different sounds of like song through my singing to rap, and like how I transition the sounds in between, like how when I first drop when I drop my EP in the next 2 months, the transitions between like me just doing the music and the melodic side of it, and then just having the like the hard like boom bap rap a part of it, and the transitions in between that. I feel like that both factors are like very important to have, just to give somebody like that has the ear for sound or something, or just likes music in general, just to, you know, dilly dally off, just have fun with it.
I would say like since these are the only three songs you have currently released, what took you so long to release? Because you said you started when you were.
I was young.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Like I can't talk shit because I only released my song like this past year too, and I've been like doing this for a minute. But yeah, like what about you? Finally said I have to release now.
I was out here. I was out here in California, and I did my first like pop up. I was out here getting my hair done. My friends at the time took me out, and she went. She was an artist, so she heard. Excuse me. She heard some of my music. I was just playing it for her, and she's probably like the first or second person outside of my family who has heard my music. So I was very like iffy about sharing it. I didn't know if it sounded good. I didn't know if people would like it. I was just like in my head about things. She said she liked it, and then she proceeded to take me out to an open mic. So I performed at my first open mic out here,
Oh shit!
music wise. And
Do you remember the name of the open mic?
I don't. I'm so sad because I was really looking for that joint for like a good year, because we fell off. So I
Okay.
didn't want to ask. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. She took me to my first open mic, and after that I was like, why am I so, people reaction wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Right, and then you kind of see like the reactions from people, and you're like, I like this, and you're like, like it's a little bit of like being that attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That quick
It's just like a little what's it called, a little hit of that dopamine.
Yeah, that little dopamine hit for sure.
Yeah.
Because
You're like, I want this again, so let me go back to the booth.
that little shot of caffeine in your system after you see that people actually fuck with your sound, is nice. It is nice to have.
Because it's so easy to be in that bubble. Like I've been making music since I was 13. I'm 23 now, and I've only recently started performing in front of like this year. Like I've started taking it seriously.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would not think that.
Really?
I would not think that.
Oh, well, yeah. But I would like to. I would just say like, at least for me, when I start pushing artists to get out their own way, because I feel our mind can be our like greatest obstacle. I think those like years that I was like kind of refining my sound and like defining what I wanted, I think they were important. But honestly, I wish I would have started way earlier.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm just like, I feel like I'm playing catch up in a way. Even though like I might not, I see like people that are way older than me. I'm like, okay, I have time. But even then, I'm still like, fuck, I could have done something.
I want to say on the opposite end of that, because I'm 28, right? So I see people your age, or people that are younger than me, doing exceedingly. So I don't think it really is about time. Well, I won't say it's not about time. I don't think it's about age, but I think it's just about time. Timing, when you're ready, or probably not even, you could be ready right now, but it's just also, it's like, I'm spiritual, so I'm gonna say for me it's just like God's timing, you know. It gives you, it teaches you patience in those moments where you feel like you're not moving or you're not where you want to be, because it's not always where you want to be. It's about where you are meant to be or needed in that moment, in that space.
I definitely do feel that, because I feel if I were to have started earlier, I wouldn't have that much to write about. And I have definitely like a lot to write about. I've been through like a hell of a lot. But yeah, I definitely feel that. In regards to you being spiritual, how did your family feel about you making secular music?
I still get, well, you gotta cuss so much. I still get that.
You still got that?
But I think
What's the balance?
the balance is understanding who I am and also having to share those thoughts with my parents. No matter the relationship, I feel like this is for everybody, whatever the relationship is with your parents, because growing up, mine was rocky at some point, but I was always close to my parents. I had a lot more support than the average person nowadays, or even, back then. But like, even for them, like, they didn't have the support that they're giving me. So it's like they had to understand who I am and who I was growing into as a person, with the tattoos, with the mindset I had, the perspective I had. Like, I still have conversations with my parents to this day about just like who I am, because they're learning me as I'm learning them. And that can be hard depending on the relationship. But I feel like it's important, because without that, I wouldn't have, without that clarity, and without that clarity from my mom and that foundation from my mom and my dad putting me in church, and I wouldn't have the perspective I have today about knowing that everybody is made the way that they're made without mistake. I was made this way because I was made this way. Do I have flaws? Yes. Do I have tendencies? Yes. Do I have habits? Yes. That's a part of being human, though. And as long as you are continuing to grow and not make it a cage for yourself, I feel like that's the difference. And that's what I had to explain to them. I understand I have the tattoos. I understand that in this world, I could be looked at differently. Through music, through acting, through physicality. It's all of that, It's just the society, the system that we're set up in. But I also let them know, like, it's not something that I feel like it's going to cage me. It's something that is me. And if I can express myself in a way where I can reach those individuals who may have felt like they couldn't get out of their situation, or because of the way they looked or the skin that they're in, because whatever it is, my goal is to reach those people regardless of like outside voices. And I wouldn't think like that now if I didn't have God, if I didn't have the relationship I had with him. Because it's like I've been through hell and back. I have, but he has been consistent. And I think that's the biggest thing that I had to take away from building like relationships with people again. Like, it's just like it's a lot. It's like I could go into a tangent.
Yeah, go ahead. I feel it.
Into
Sometimes I feel too like we can't explicitly say everything we want to within our lyrics. They have to fit within like those 3 fucking minutes of a song, right? So you got to be kind of very concise, right. Limiting. It's a limiter in a way.
It is.
So that's, I guess,
That's
the reason for this shit. Yeah. Kind of get behind the story
right.
and the music. So.
Yeah. But yeah.
But that depends if you want
to. No, because I told you, like, I'm an open book, and I'm an open book for a reason. It's because it's not my story. Yeah. It's not only my story; it's somebody else's. And it's been a journey getting up until this point to even have the mentality I have today. I did not always have that, but you got to be consistent with yourself, and you got to be real with yourself, and you got to dig. I was telling my friends this back up when I went back home, like, you got to do, it's not only about letting go, it's about doing the dirty work, doing the work that you digging up the stuff that you may not want to dig up anymore, the stuff that you suppressed.
How was that self-reflection process?
Ooh. I'm still going through it, but I have days where stuff still pops up that I have suppressed for years. I will say that it breaks you in the moment. How do you get up? What will make you see that there is a light on the other side of the tunnel? To look at that situation and know that you got out of it, even if you feel like you haven't. You are physically walking. You are waking up in the morning. You are eating your even if it's the smallest things that feel like that thing is still there on my shoulders. It's not weighing you down to the point where you are not still living in a sense. But you got to get out. You got to release those blinders. You got to, because you're not going to move forward. Yeah.
Carrying that burden. Maybe moving into like a lighter topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. What's it called? I want to know, like, the songs that you performed. You had one for your mom and your dad.
Yes.
I really enjoyed those.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, were those the ones going to be on the EP?
These are not going to be on the EP.
No? Are those just for your private collection?
Those are more private for them.
No way.
I wasn't going to release those, but like, it doesn't mean I wasn't going to perform them. Okay. but it does. I didn't know like what exactly. I did have so I had an idea for the EP, and there's an old picture of my mom where I look like exactly like her. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to recreate it, put her on the back, put that image on the back when she was younger, and then recreate an image on the front, and just have like something dedicated specifically to them, and I would drop that. But yeah, that's a work in progress.
Yeah, because those are really good songs. I really wish y'all could have heard them, because I was just like, I feel it's that vulnerability that creates such beautiful art. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like we overthink that too. We're like, oh, this is what people want to hear, and we put that stuff out. Mm-hmm. But I think we have to do a better job of just releasing the stuff that's closer to us.
You're right. You're not wrong, Renee. You're not wrong.
Because there's some sessions where I have with Azul, mm-hmm. And then I kind of share something a lot more personal. He's just like, dude, release that. I'm just like, it's scary. It's very scary to let go.
It is scary to let go, because I legit, like, and that's the first time both of them like have seen me perform the songs. It's not the first time they heard the songs, but just the adoration behind them just loving that. I don't know. I love it. I love them to death for that, because it means a lot that they just not only like the song, but that they feel like they can understand what I'm trying to relay to them as my parents. So, yeah.
I was going to say, do you think you would have still been down this path without the familial support? Because I know music itself has its own challenges, right. You know, like self-doubt. Definitely the support has helped you along this journey. Or to like what, to what point has it helped you?
It has helped me along the journey, as far as like knowing that I think in a sense everybody needs support, honestly, in some way, shape, or form. Just even if it's just like I see what you're doing, keep going, and you just leave it at that. But the support from my family, especially when my dad came around, because at first he was like, I don't really know. Like, it's not that I don't believe in you. It's just security-wise, I just want you to have like a secure job. So I went to community college to do radiology, and then I came out and I was like, Dad, I don't want to do this. Don't want to do this. This is not me.
I feel the fuck out of that. Like, my parents, they pushed for me to enter like mechanical engineering. And like do some like STEM major and shit. And I did. I went to like university for that. And they expected me to kind of be the golden ticket child and like lead the family out of poverty, right? And I dropped out in my third-ish year, and that was due to like some financial struggles that the family's having. So I chose to like work, and thankfully I still managed to land an engineering job, but I didn't complete my degree. And along the way, like I found performing and being able to engineer for other people, like DJ, do all these other things that you kind of like see me doing. And I realized I so much more appreciate this than a desk job. It just, it doesn't amount. And I like it might work for other people, but at least for the person I am, I don't think I can see myself doing that for the years to come. Did you kind of feel something similar
I
when you're?
felt exactly that, and that was, again, like you, from a young age. Like, I felt that, like, I want to do more, and I feel like even when I was working, because I always say, like, if this wasn't it, I would do, like, teaching, because I like working with kids, but it's just, like, it was fulfilling to an extent, and it's like, this is something I'm passionate about. This is something I really love and I've been doing because I see myself doing nothing else. If that's your calling and people have those callings, follow that. It's not just your gifts. It's the gifts God gave you or whatever you believe.
It's kind of strange, the pool, right?
Right, it's the pool, right?
Yeah.
It's the pool. 100%.
I was gonna say, as for like people you've met here, how's the community been in LA?
I feel like anywhere has this good.
I haven't
ups
been.
and downs.
I haven't been around. Like I've only been up here in LA for the last 3 months. I live in, or I'm around. I'm from Long Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not that far, but
Okay.
I've only recently explored LA, and I'm just like, wow, there's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot in LA. But I will say, because I'm from the East Coast, so I'm used to Maryland, D.C., Virginia. But as soon as I was able to move, I moved to New York, and then from New York I went to Atlanta, and in Atlanta I came to Cali. In Cali I came back home to the East Coast, and came back here. Now I'm here. But I will say, you meet your good, you meet your sketchy people, you meet your good people.
Yeah.
I think that's anywhere, but
Just to have that awareness.
just to have that awareness, yes. And I definitely have the discernment now to like be like, I've seen that type or that behavior before. I'm not going to deal with it.
Has there been any, or I mean, if you want to speak about
Yeah.
like situations like that where you've been wronged in terms of the industry?
In terms of the industry, I'm trying to think of one. I mean, there was like one girl I was working with, and our friendship fell through. So like the music fell through, and it was sad how it happened.
You were like a duo?
Huh?
Like a duo, or?
No, we weren't a duo. She was more like management.
Okay.
But yeah, that fell through because of outside voices, allowing other entities into our relationship, and the person I was dealing with at the time and the person she was dealing with at the time. It was just a lot of different voices within the mix.
Too many cooks in the kitchen?
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Got over-seasoned in it. Definitely got over-seasoned. I was like, yeah, I can't do it no more. The relationship ended explosive, and I was like, yeah, bro. That's how it is. But I also have learned that not everybody can come with you. Sometimes it's like things fall through, and I've learned that too going home recently, because I fell out with two people that I have been close with for years, and it was like abrupt, and I really had to pray on it because I was like, they don't even make sense, like them. Sometimes it's just that's what it is. That's what it's meant to be, and it's like
Just have to keep pushing.
got to keep pushing, yeah.
For like, let's say someone coming up like me who's like recently just kind of done this, like what would some words of advice that you would have for someone up and coming?
For upcoming artists, I would say,
Because I see you, like, I feel like you're kind of established. You know, like, all these events, and I'm just like, how the fuck do you, like, know all these people? I see you in music videos, I'm just like, this is cool.
Just like little interest. I'm just trying to network in my networking ways.
The intricacies.
The intricacies of the little things and the thing of things. But no, really, I would say, one, like I said before, you're making music for other people, yes, but because those gifts and talents were given to you, you have to be able to expose and share those gifts and talents in ways that are healthy and ways that are going to nurture not only your soul, but the other person the audience that you're trying to reach. Two, I will say that one, like I said this, but like not everybody is supposed to come with you. Not everybody is going to be in your circle. Not everybody is for you. That's when discernment comes in. That's when asking the right questions when you're talking to these people, whether it's managers, whether it's friends, whether it's whoever is trying to get maybe their hands inside of the industry that you're trying to go on, whether it's music or whatever that is, like for you in the industry, like use that discernment, use that awareness to know that who is for you and who is not for you. And then I guess the last thing I would say is just like be authentic to self. Like, and when I say that, I would say like who you are as a person is already like a core, is already the core of you. Like, so the all the extra stuff, all the extra noises and voices as you're growing up in this world and stuff like that, that can drown out who you are in a sense. That core self is somebody that character can never, that character of somebody else can never break. So it's just like be open to exploring who you are, and as you grow, as you push boundaries past whatever that is for you, just know that you are enough. You are enough to get through that situation. You are enough to push through those means so that you can get to that desired dream that you have for yourself. Like it's telling my friend at home, like, why not you? Why not me? Like, why not? You see it, why not? It's the reason that you see in that vision. It's not for no reason. Something pulled you somewhere else.
It's also wild that, like, this vision that you had for yourself, it's led you to different, like, cities around the nation, right? Do you have any, like, interesting stories from?
Oh, yeah. So, when I first moved to New York, it was I was actually doing a pageant.
Oh shit.
This is actually after I got out of hospital, so I wasn't in remission, but like I just say what I have to. It's not a big deal. It's Crohn's disease. For people who don't know what that is, it's inflammatory bowel disease. So this is my stomach, my large intestine, all that stuff. Looks like it's just scraped up and stuff. Basically, if I eat wrong foods, like it messes my stomach, I have to get infusion treatments every 4 weeks because of this.
Yeah.
So
She eats at Whole Foods.
I eat. I'm crying. Sprouts, all the nice
Air
places.
One and shit.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
It's I'm crying. But yeah, when I first moved to New York, I was doing a pageant, and it was funny. This is the second year I was doing a pageant. The first year I got runner-up. The second year I got runner-up. When I got runner-up the second year, there was a lady there that my mom knew, and it turns out her daughter was like a year or two older than me, so she was aging out of the pageant. And she was like, her daughter wanted to do acting, and she was like, oh, Bria used to do acting and stuff. And she was like, whoa, what? Well, she's trying to go to some school in New York. It's New York Film Academy. She gave her the information, all that. We looked up the school, and I got home. And she was like, before that even happened, I was already having, like, I guess you would say, like, little epiphanies or visions of, like, me going back to acting. But there was also, like, there was a pull to it, and I would pray about it. But, like, I wouldn't act on it because I was like, I don't even know where to start anymore because I've been out of it for so long at this point. Yeah, we looked up the school. We went to visit the school. I fell in love. I was like, I want to come here, Mom, please. Please. And she was like, okay, all right, well, if that's what you want to do. You want to get it was just 1 year conservatory program, which means it's like I'll get a certificate at the end of the 1 year saying I did this. But yeah, she was like, this is what you want to do, then we can do that. And I literally went home. I applied. They accepted me within like 2-3 weeks. I was gone. I was out of Maryland. New York was like a big culture shock for me because where I live is like the suburbs.
Oh, okay. So like that
So
big.
like I'm not a city girl, not at all.
Yeah, I only been in New York like once, and that was it's I wouldn't say it was too different. It honestly stunk though. Like that shit was nasty. The fucking subways. Ugh. I love their subway system though. It was very efficient. But yeah, definitely culture shock from. What would you say you're like? Not country girl, just more just.
I say it's a little country. You can say it's a little country because there's a certain rural areas like not too far from me, but my area is not city. It's suburb. It's very like small townish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like imagine like cul-de-sacs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cul-de-sacs.
Yeah. So no like fucking sky.
No skyscrapers. No none of that shit.
She saw that big ass building.
Big ass buildings. People bumping me.
They rude.
Rats, cockroaches. Yeah. Even the bugs like to buck at you, and I was like, yeah, you got it. I don't like it. I don't want to be here. No shade to New York. No shade.
I know you you took some of the what's it called? You took Dirty Dan, the genre of music though.
I did. I really did. That's why I'm saying no shade. Love y'all music. And like the culture there is really different. It has its own beauties, but it's y'all are rude too. And I'm be like, whoa, dang, what I do? I was walking with my friend one day. He got bumped. Like his shoulder got bumped. Like he was trying to take his shoulder off. I was like, he don't even know you. What happened, bro? He was like, I don't know, bro. Like he almost took my shoulder off, dog. He was so sick. Like yeah.
You know what's crazy about like the whole actors who are in the, like. Do you still plan to revisit acting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you know Tupac was an actor, then he became like a rapper and stuff like that. Yeah, so like I feel there's that kind of that link between either rapper or actor. Yeah.
For sure, I think that too, and you're seeing it more and more nowadays and age when they have like the shows that are centered around music and stuff like that.
Yeah, like 50 Cent, he has power. Joey Badass, who was he? I think he was in Wu-Tang.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely see that, and it's nice to see.
What do you think is that though? It's just like another form of expression.
The intertwining.
The intertwining of
the acting and music. Because they're very different entities.
Because
but
music is with our voice,
right,
and acting is more of a physical
thing.
Right.
You're like literally building a character. That is what acting is.
Can you explain? Because I've seen people do monologues, and I've seen them get into character. How do you explain that feeling?
What I can explain that feeling as, and what it's always felt like to me, is like people be like, "Oh, it's method acting," because you're like trying to embody. You're like literally acting like somebody else, but it's like it's more than that because it's like
you genuinely are that person.
You genuinely feel like you're that person going through those situations because what you're doing is making an emotional connection to somebody's reality. That's what I look at it as when I look at acting.
How do you not go too deep? Because we've seen actors and actresses like kind of go off the deep end. Heath Ledger with the Joker, and like entering those like really dark like places. How do you not allow that to, what's it called, like remain within your like soul?
So I'll have my first experience with this was when I was in school recently because I did a play for the first time. That was a 3-week play within the school, so I had other assignments and everything like that. But this was my life within the school, doing this play. There's one I'm playing two different characters. So I'm playing two different scenes. So I'm two different characters. But the scene I'm talking about is the one I did with my friend Bree. She played my mother in the scene. And the scene was where I'm coming home late. I was smoking. I was out. But I also had a bad day. But it's also talking about, like, the play is called See Average. It talks about, like, black stories within the comedic confines of, like, what within the comedic confines of like so taking the so one of the situations was like the guy got pulled over. So it's like the comedy within him getting
Within a
pulled
certain
over
situation
is
that
within
usually like black people experience
it's
type
black
things.
people experiences, but like where can you find the lightness in
It's
it?
kind of like Boondocks.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
Kind of like that. But it's like it got to it's a deeper level.
Right.
Level than that. But my situation was I'm a young 16-year-old girl coming home late. I smell like weed. My mom's a single mom. We lost my dad. That's the confines. That's the context of the story, right? I did this for 3 weeks. After the third week, the final scene, the final set, like we finished the play, and I literally went to my teacher the next day in tears because I was like, I feel like I don't know what to do. I feel so empty right now, and I don't know what that is about. And he goes on to tell me that he's dealt with this too, and he was like, it comes with creating life within a character that you feel so related to.
Is this essentially like the death of a character? Because
It's almost like the death of
you can't play that character
You
anymore.
can't bring that character back.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the death that you created life.
Yeah.
You created the character, and
To be
it's
able to
like
let
you're
that go.
killing it. After it's the end of the show. It can feel like you lost something. It literally can feel like that because you spent so much time understanding and like dissecting this character that it can feel like that is you. But I feel like what broke me out of it was that he said that this is not the only character, but at the end of the day you're still you. Like you're not. How did he? Oh, he's so much because he's an older, wiser man. So it's like, he said it in a way, and I was like, oh, okay, life is just
Makes sense.
now.
Yeah.
It's so
Life is butterbeans?
Butterbeans and rainbows. I meant rainbows and sunshine.
What the fuck?
Butterbeans and rainbows is crazy.
That's a title.
Yo, that's crazy when I say that. But he was basically just saying like there will be other characters that you create in this lifetime. At the end of the day, you're still
It's gonna be like get used to this feeling. Know that it's normal. You're not gonna be the only one experiencing this,
right?
and understand that while this might be a part of you, it's not you. Mm-hmm. That's
just what he was saying. Yeah.
It might be a similar feeling to as rappers and artists when we create an album and have to
exactly
let it go.
Let the album go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the exact similar feeling. Yeah. Because I haven't created the album yet.
Right. We're still in the process, but I think we're gonna miss that that feeling.
Right.
Because honestly, like with albums, I think it captures like a moment, right?
Right.
So once you're kind of done with that,
it's kind of like you're letting go of that child. You're letting go of like whatever that had.
And then it has to be interpreted by the whole world. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kudos to any artist, man, because that shit's scary as hell.
It is scary as hell. But it's also like, why not? Like, it's so, I don't know. It's my optimism. Like, it's just so magical to me sometimes. I don't know. It's just like how things align with either a part of music or acting. Or within just being in a creative space, because I also like to paint and stuff too. So it's just like being in a creative space, you never know what can happen. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's the other side. That yes, there's the hardships of like knowing that like
This is
you
gonna come
gotta-
to end.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like creating it in the process. It's like
I mean, that's life itself
yeah,
too,
it's like-
right?
yeah.
We know we're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy the journey there, I guess. Yeah.
Make them because we're here for a purpose. I feel like everybody here for a purpose. I really do.
What do you generally feel like you were put here to do?
I feel like I was meant to reach the younger generation as far as like I would say I'll start with this. My biggest dream is to open a Crohn's camp. And within the Crohn's camp, I want to incorporate all these different ideas as far as like that will not only help like fund the parents or the families that have the kids with the Crohn's or maybe even themselves, you know, just helping them with payments on that, but it will also help them like expand their child's curiosity as far as like knowing like I'm not alone, one, because there's not a lot of Crohn's camps out here. A lot of people hear Crohn's and some people are like, oh, I don't know what that is, but it's usually like a relative or somebody that has it. They don't know exactly what it is. So I just want to spread awareness that way. But my biggest dream is to like open this Crohn's camp because I want to open up I want to open up room for kids to be like young to like young adult to be able to like express themselves in their ventures that they like to do. So my Crohn's camp will incorporate like acting, like engineering, or different avenues of like different career choices. So it's like it's not only like confined to like, oh, you're just meeting this person or this other person that has Crohn's disease. It's like, what can you connect? What can you network within that space too?
Because that's what they probably did for you, right? You're just like, oh,
I didn't have that.
You didn't have that anybody?
I didn't have that at all.
Oh,
growing
okay.
up. So that's why I was like, no, I want to create that because I didn't have that. I just felt like I was the only one.
Right.
Right.
They're just told that you have this condition, and you're just told deal with it.
Yeah. That, I just got older doctors in my face all day. In the hospital 24/7. Like it was like
When were you? I guess diagnosed. It will be like.
I was diagnosed at 12, but I started having symptoms around the time I started acting, which was like 7, 8. But they never. It's always at first. It's like we don't really know what's going on, or we can't really find anything.
So from 7 to 12, you literally had to put up with this condition.
12 is when it toppled, and everything kind of just started having like a domino effect.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh, okay, well, at least now we know, because for 3-4 years y'all didn't know, so.
And they're supposed to be the doctors.
Where did you go? Like, I don't
Zoom
understand.
University. COVID fucked everything up.
Had to be, because what? That's insane.
Yeah. I would say, I think that like that dream of yours is admirable. Because you said you probably felt alone.
I did feel alone. I felt very alone only because it's like I didn't think. One, it's very easy to be like when you're in that state to get depressed and have certain anxieties, and like when you're not around like other people that you can relate to, then it like feels even more isolating. So it's just like I want to break that
The stigma?
Yeah, that cycle that people feel like I'm the only one going through, because I'm not only this but like other stuff, and it's like trauma in general. I feel like if it's not dissected, gone through, it can really eat at you to the point where you feel like you're the only one. But that's not the reality. And sometimes you do have to look in the mirror and be like, I'm stopping me at this point because I've
kind of dealt with too much.
Yeah.
And
That
just
was also yeah.
yeah,
So
they let it
I
consume
want to
you.
reach those people.
I want to get into the songs that you do have out. For Run, I'm kind of wondering. So first line, poker face in this bitch, I'm seeing body doubles. Do you feel like people have like, or at least you see people trying to imitate what you have going on, or? I'm trying to see like what kind of inspired the.
It's more so poker face in this bitch. I'm seeing body doubles. Like, it's calling out those. It's me being like throwing jabs. It is me throwing jabs. Just certain people.
Okay.
Certain people. I won't name names.
No names on this podcast.
No names on this podcast.
General energies.
General energy. Right? But yes, I am throwing shots, and it's just like me being like, bro, I know I'm that bitch. Like, stop playing with me. Like, you can copy me. You can see what you want or say what you want. But at the end of the day, I know who I am enough to know that y'all not gonna do shit. So, poker face in this bitch. I'm seeing body doubles. I poke her face in this bitch. I think she up to something, you know.
I poke. Okay, that's fire. When it comes to your creative process, do you write or do you text? Do you just lay it into the mic, freestyle it off the top?
Nah.
What do you feel comfortable with?
I feel comfortable writing it down in my notes on my phone. I gotta have my notes. That shit got everything in there.
If you were to lose your phone, do you think you'd be able to recall everything?
So sad, cause no. Like, somebody stole my phone and held it hostage, I would have to pay that ransom. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you.
Like that?
It's like that. Like, I have not, like, it has everything in there. Songs, everything I've written for the past years.
You have it in your iCloud at least, right?
It's in my iCloud. Well, no. Well, not all of it, because my iCloud is full. I have to pay for more storage. So that's also on me for not doing that.
That's so crazy to me. I'd be carrying like hard drives and externals. I have everything I ever written from my freshman year of high school. You said what?
I said 3,000.
3,000.
No, Jonas Brothers, because I was listening to that song when I was the other day. I've been to the year 3,000. I don't know if
We didn't get Kavi. I haven't. I didn't have cable, so I didn't watch Disney Channel. I grew up poor. I was on that Cubo. I was on that. I had the antenna. I would just like fix that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it though. It had some heat.
How was that, like, growing up and stuff? Like, what changed, like?
I grew up with 7 siblings, and then I had I'm the half. What's it called? So all my siblings, they had the same dad. I'm the only one that's different because their dad died, and so my mom, she had another son. That would be me with another guy. It was cool for the most part. I got to be able to like witness all their mistakes and kind of learn from them, you know, in regards to what I didn't want to do. But because of that, I feel that it didn't allow for me to make my own mistakes either. Until now is where I'm kind of actually branching out, because I didn't step outside when I was younger. You know, they're always telling me don't go outside because it was dangerous, you know. Yeah. But for the most part, it was chill. I was definitely well protected in that aspect. My older brother, he was I think he was in a gang. I'm not too sure. I haven't really asked. We don't really talk about him much because he was deported. Oh no, I don't really know him.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wait, how do you react? Oh, I get you.
yeah, so he was deported when I was like 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't really know him. Yeah, but I would say for the most part, like my brothers were really good role models. So I definitely learned from the women in my family. You know, that part. They were definitely like the men in my family. So I'm very grateful to them for raising me and stuff like that. I think definitely because of them, I didn't grow up with whatever that masculinity might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm forgetting what it's called, but I know what you're talking about. That yeah.
A part of me wishes I gained like the good attributes though of what that masculinity could be though. I'm still learning how to be a man, like what a good man is, right? Because I definitely like lack in certain aspects, but yeah.
Hey man, you're gonna figure it out. You like already have like a very strong core character. Like, I can tell that you as a man you're not a bad guy, like, at all. Like, I don't get like any bad vibes from you.
I think it's more in the aspect of just learning how to be soft and hard, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. We don't have that. We just gotta be soft. But as women, we're told to be soft. And that moment we show that rough side, it's like, you trying to be a hoe? You trying to be a hoe dude right now? It's not that. I think it's just like it's a another freaking rabbit hole that I talk to my male friends about all the time. But
Yeah.
like
What do you bring up to them?
they have their perspectives on women. I have like, and so like I try
Do
to
they
like.
do they call them like hoes and stuff like that?
It's always the
Or like she did me wrong?
yeah.
Or like
It's
they never
like
take
that.
accountability?
It's like some of them do, some of them don't. You know, and I definitely see the difference. That definitely, yeah.
I definitely think the positive of growing up with women as like role models isn't like emotional intelligence. Because I be listening. I definitely have a lot more I do have a lot more girlfriends. So just kind of like hanging out with them and then realizing how men treat them. I'm just like, what the fuck?
No, for real, and that's the difference. You can definitely see that, and it's like it's wild sometimes, like what what we go through, or what
But
we put
do you-
even what we even put up with. Honestly,
so why do you put up with it though?
the shenanigans.
Yeah. If you know it's bad, like why go through it?
Honestly, because it's weird. It's a number of things. For me, I feel like it's this. One reason is because we when we get attached, we're attached.
You kind of make excuses for the
We
person.
make excuses, we'll ignore it, or it's like they're not like this all the time. So it's like, you know, it's that emotional attachment. Sometimes it's maybe like the physical attraction or the physical attachment is just that strong. Because I do believe in soul ties. I believe in all that stuff. So it's like I do believe that is an aspect. The other reason I think is because some women will literally go tit for tat. Like, you cheated on me, we can be together. You want to stay? That's cool. I'm gonna do the same thing though. But it's like, why be petty though? Like, just leave. You know, I'll leave. You're the head and the brain. Like, get out of
Can
here.
leave.
Like, get out.
She don't get copyright strike.
No. I know, but like, it's literally like I don't.
I think it's just
Don't get it.
it's a maturity level thing too.
It is that too. Yeah.
But when I see people like my age still playing that shit, I'm just like, what the like this shit is high school, bro. Right?
I'm aware because I talk to my friends that are 28 or close to 30,
And they
I
still
be
playing that shit?
and I look at them like, bro or girl, like, what are you doing?
No gender.
No gender. No, because it's really you both can get it. Like, y'all, I'm not one of them friends that's gonna sugarcoat shit with you. I'm not.
Yeah.
If I feel like you're doing something stupid, I want you to know that you're doing something stupid. It's out of love, though. I'm not gonna come at you being like, you're being dumb. I'm gonna talk to you like an adult, but you got to be open to hear it. You know, I'm going to give you advice. I always start saying, it's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. That's how I start off all my conversations when I'm about to tell you some shit about yourself.
It's like, I don't know, but no, I'm just kidding.
Right,
Yeah, like,
exactly.
you gotta
I don't
preface
know,
it.
but like,
Preface
if
it.
it was me, bro, if it was me, you know. But that's how it be. And I had to get those salts too, so it's like I still get some of those salts too. I don't do everything perfect, bro. So it's like, but it's like, bro, I'm open now to still be teachable. Like, I can learn stuff, and it's like it's not gonna bother me if you tell me, hey, what you did right here made me feel some type of way. As a friend, I feel like I should be able to talk to you that type of way. Some people take friendships very lightly though, so it's like, I don't know.
What do you think you're still learning in the context of relationship?
The biggest thing is that not everybody is going to always have the you can't have expectations for everybody. You can't put expectations on people, I should say it more like that, because it's like just because you act a certain way or you wouldn't do something that like that, or you have disagreements, it shouldn't like strain the relationship to the point where you feel like, you know, I can't be open or vulnerable with this person, you know, because I made the decision to have them in my life, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether I'm calling them family at this point because we've known each other that long. And, you know, it's like, even family in general, too, because people think they, like, my mom tells me all the time, like, I'm your mom, but you need to defend yourself against me when I'm wrong. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I'm your mom, yes, but you're still your own person, like I'm my own person. We're going to have disagreements. And I feel like that's the biggest disconnect with a lot of people today, is that everybody is so entitled to their emotions and opinions. Not that you can't have them, but it's like other people have those too. You got to be respectful.
And the thing is, like, those like emotions and opinions are based off of how they were, like, grew up,
right?
And like those their individual experience. So to kind of judge or measure people by your own ruler is,
yeah, you can't judge. You really can't. That whole you can't judge a book by its cover. You really can't. You can't, because first of all, why would you want to do that? Because you don't. It's treating people like you want to be treated is something we learned back in kindergarten, like, and that seems like it's like needs to be reinstilled in a lot of people today.
I know they don't fucking have empathy.
No, none at all, and it's crazy to me. But I don't know. I feel like this world is disconnected in a lot of ways, and it hurts my heart. But I don't lose optimism either, because I do meet people like you and Azul, and you know, y'all just seem like just wholesome people. Like, y'all just really just out here trying to not only make it, but build a community and build a team and, like, be genuine people.
Because how solid is a foundation if it's built upon, like, fucking, you know?
Yeah.
Like, real shit.
Real talk.
Like, yeah. Because I feel like we always see these stories of artists or just having all these, like, fucking conflicts within the whole thing, and I definitely want to, like, create that sense of family, even, like, sometimes, like, a sense of family that I don't think I've had, right? Because with people, like-minded people like myself, because music is one thing that we understand, but yeah, that's kind of what I want to say about that in terms of just being genuine.
Yeah.
Because if you don't receive the same energy back, that's fine. That's cool. It will remove itself in some way, right? And eventually the energy that you kind of create will attract it towards the people that also reflect that back.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Any other questions for me, or?
I think that's pretty much it, but I think that was a great episode. Thank you for sharing with me. And yeah, but that was it. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Water Break. This has been Renee.
And this has been Kavi.
Peace.
I keep the good times rolling. I'm not one to tote a giant, but I got rocks patrolling. I like Fendi on my body, he like Smith & Wesson. I don't beef with anybody if you ain't hear the message. He like rockin' Tommy bottoms when he off the crescent.